G'day everyone, thanks for joining us and welcome to another episode of Hook, Line and Sinker, The Lap. A bit of a conundrum on today's program because, Hardy, we have run out of the east coast of Australia.
Nick, it's all downhill from here. This is the northernmost part of the Australian continent. It's Cape York, and it's also a pretty good spot to catch a fish. Hey, guys, you're on!
Oh,
That's a
God,
better cod.
look at that cod.
That's a better cod on the swim, mate.
That's a big fish.
Yeah! This is what it's all about, having
go
a bark
this way.
rusher like this driving around the country.
Look at that. Funny green piece we're here.
Big
Clip up. If you fall in the water, you do that sort of thing. Look at that.
Oh, look at the size of it! Oh, look at the size of it! This week's destination of the week is the Cape York Peninsula. The northernmost part of the country, Cape York, has the Great Barrier Reef to the east and sheltered Gulf waters to the west. It's big, it's hot, and it's a fisho's paradise.
Our destination of the week is brought to you by the 3-litre, 430 Newton-metre 6-speed Isuzu D-Max. With power to burn and 3.5-tonne towing across the 4x4 models, D-Max is making our tow around the country a piece of cake.
Cape York, and it's all ours to explore today, Alex.
Can't really believe we're doing this, Drew. This is great. This is awesome. We're running 50, 60 miles south from Station down the western side of Cape York to a spot where there are some rivers to explore.
Yeah, that's right. There's a bunch of different rivers, quite big rivers. We're heading to the Doughboy River for 2 nights of camping and fishing and adventure and fun.
We're heading to the Doughboy because it has A, quite a navigable mouth apparently.
Yes.
B, a picnic table.
Yes, which is where we're going to camp and not get dragged in the water by a crocodile late at night. This is just great. We've done this in a mothership many years ago and it was great. But to be able to do it in your own boat, it's going to be a good few days.
The great thing about Cape York is because it's kind of a big point like that, if it's blowing from the east like it is today, out the west it's sort of flat like that. The temptation in this boat is to go flat out everywhere, but because this is a bit of a long range expedition, we're having to be quite careful with our fuel usage. We reckon about 300 k's all up will be our total distance covered. So just rolling around at sort of most economical cruising speed from place to place, 3,400 RPM, 23 knots, 30 litres an hour. It's a very, very efficient engine, the big 300, but there is always the temptation to hammer it, resisting that for the minute. Andrew, on the other hand, very bad at resisting the temptation to hammer it, and thus not really allowed to drive. Get away.
Go. There's fish over there. Go. An even better way to conserve fuel is to fish, and that's what we're here to do. Barilia Point down is what the locals say is where the fishing is at its best. So we've just gone past Barilia Point. The Doughboy River is another sort of 15 miles that way. We might as well just explore our way down with some lures in the water. We'll catch something, I'm sure.
With lures in the water, we continued our travels down the Cape until we were interrupted by a not-so-screaming ratchet.
Fish on! Fish on! It didn't take long!
Yeah, fish on the Cape!
This
fish
is actually your rod.
What?
Your rod.
My rod?
Yeah, good fish too.
Really?
Yeah. Good fish.
This rod and reel combination, Drew,
yes,
I've had for some period of time, and it's been terrific over the journey, but I did troll the reel around on the bottom.
It's actually done it a world of good.
Well, except the ratchet now isn't working.
Yep.
So when you get a strike like this...
Yeah, we didn't actually know.
No, I could hear I thought someone was sort of rubbing their hands on their pants. Oh, there was a bit of ratchet.
Oh yeah? No, she's back.
Ratchet's back.
We actually have footage of you trolling your reel along the bottom. A simple mistake that I'm sure most people would have made.
That happened. Yeah, it's a bit like dropping the boat on the ramp.
Okay, move on. Let's get back to the fishing. This is what we wanted. That's a magnificent
Have a look at that.
Spanish mackerel.
The big Spaniard. We've actually been chasing the Spaniard. It's been a good Spaniard year according to everybody that we talk to.
Yeah.
And we haven't caught one as yet.
It's getting all wet.
I know, I apologise for that. It's got a big tail, this fish.
Okay.
Net.
Net?
Net, yes.
There is, see, it's good to have a big net because there's a big fish.
There's a big fish in
and
the
that's
net.
dinner sorted.
How about that? Have a
well
look at that. That's hitting me.
No, that's patting you on the back. Mackie! Woohoo!
Stick around after the break. We make camp, catch a heap more fish and get creative in the kitchen. If you love Hook, Line and Sinker, then don't let the magic end when the show does.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, constantly posting updates and videos about our adventures.
That's a big fish.
Yeah! Feel free to join in the conversation, post stories and pictures of your greatest catches, and keep up to date with where we've been and where we're going. Oh, look at the size of it! Oh, look at the size of it!
So jump online today and become part of the Hook, Line and Sinker team. Welcome back to the show where you find us on a boating and camping adventure enjoying the wilds of Cape York. Our plan is to find the Doughboy River. We've been told there's a good camping spot there, but obviously as we transit down the coast, we fish.
Oh, fish on! Looked reasonably fishy, that. Looked a bit fishy. Continues to look pretty fishy there.
That's unreal.
It is, isn't it? It's sort of unreal.
Did you fix your reel?
Well, I think I'm winning, yes.
Good.
I think I'm winning. I've had to persevere a little bit.
Do you think this is a tuna?
Tuna, yes. What style? Mac tuna.
The tuna were everywhere, and after we'd both caught a few, it was time to drive away from them, literally leaving them biting. So we headed closer into the shore to see what else we could find.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Now,
Always with a lure in the water, dogs. Always.
I
with a
know.
lure in the water.
and Hardy, we've just come in to this, ridiculously idyllic looking spot because over there is the mouth of the Cottrell River.
First river we've sort of come to.
Yeah. So we're just sort of having a look. This area is enormously special to us personally because over there a few years ago, we were here and caught permit.
We did.
You were the first.
Permit, man.
It's a little mackerel thing.
Permit, man. Yeah, we did. We had Al Simpson, who's the permit king.
Yeah.
And so we thought we'd come in and have a half-hearted look.
To see if you could see them, the ghosts of the flats, they sort of come in and they flash silver.
And if we see them, we're going to throw a little fish trap at them on that little fishing rod.
Yes.
There you go. You're the mackerel slayer.
Thank you. Would we eat that?
Yeah.
Would we?
You'd nummus that, wouldn't you?
You'd nummus that.
Wouldn't you?
Of course you would. You'd nummus it. More details to follow.
The suggestion to nummus was a good one, a cold cooking technique that's popular in these parts. Luckily, I was well prepared.
So what we have here is obviously our mackerel. Onion, chilli, tomatoes. Haven't got any garlic. Would like garlic. Haven't got it. Didn't buy it. Nobody's fault but my own. Here's a lemon.
Why didn't you eat garlic?
Oh, I just forgot it. I was trying to get you avocado for your fish tacos and I was so obsessed by that, I forgot about the garlic.
Did you get
lemon. No avocado in Bamaga. Lemon, juice of 1. Pips and all, important. Vinegar. Some. Probably, I don't know, that much. I'm going to mush that around, mush it around, making sure you've got very clean hands. Oh, you could put some soy sauce in there. We got any soy sauce, Drew? Look.
That broke.
When?
Just then. I think you can fix it.
Tyson, Drew. Little bit of soy, not very much.
Have we got soy?
Yep.
Oh, we got that for our sashimi.
Yeah.
Got wasabi too.
Salt. Salt, yes. In there, again, quick mush. The lemon juice and the vinegar obviously do the cooking or the curing. Then we pop that here in the esky on ice, come back in half an hour, or to an hour, even overnight if you like, but that'll be good.
As the afternoon wore on, it was time to enter the Doughboy River, our home for the next few days.
Just like that, we are inside of the Doughboy, and we came in at low tide, which is really good for us.
Really
because
good.
that means we can come and go as we please.
We had 1.7 metres under the keel at all times, which is great. The way this is sort of looking like working is Andrew is the shore party.
Yes, because
And
you refuse. You refuse to sleep in the swag.
No, I
you have to
don't,
sleep
but
on the
someone
boat.
has to be, a responsible adult has to be in charge of the Mighty Crusher, so that's obviously not Andrew. We disturbed a couple of little crocs as we were making our way through here. One not so
We've
big
been
croc.
told there's a picnic table. I'm going to go find it.
Yeah, because that's going to be where you live.
Yep. This must be it, because there's a picnic table over there. There's this stick that's been tied to a tree here. And there's a mountain of rubbish, which is not really what you want to find in Cape York wilderness. That's disgusting. Anyway, we're told that if we pitch a tent here or a swag here somewhere, we won't get dragged away by a crocodile, so that's good. I'm a bit disappointed by all the rubbish. Clean it up.
What bag have you got?
My pink Mambo bag.
Oh, yep.
Yes. This is an excellent campsite. We're away enough. We've got a little bit of shade here, afternoon shade. I'm going to set my swag up right here. Nick, as we've said, is sleeping on the boat, but Dave, our cameraman, is going to share the campsite with me. Not my swag, he's got his own swag. These swags, these Darchie swags, which we picked up in Brisbane, I think, have been fantastic. I've spent 4 or 5 nights in them so far, and they're very, very good. They're just quality. They keep all the little bites out, and they're nice and thick and very, very comfortable. So Nick can have his boat. That's fine, because I think here, on this bit of Cape York ground, I sleep very well. What do you reckon, Dave? Yeah, it's going to be a good night.
Stick around. Still to come, we explore the river systems and find our own piece of rubble with some tasty results.
Welcome back. We are on a camping adventure on the far-flung Cape York Peninsula. Before the break, we'd arrived at the Doughboy River. Camp was set up, but it wasn't quite bedtime just yet. Oh yes, jumping out the back, and we've made camp. Well, I've made camp anyway,
Yeah,
Dollars.
you've done a great job up there in the snack alley, as I like to call it. where,
And and we just thought, well,
a twilight fish.
why not? Why wouldn't you? So we've literally trolled from there to here. We're going to go and fish the mouth of the Doughboy River. We've got a low tide, which I think is going to be good for us. And we threw a lure out the back just while we were going there. And look at that, queenfish.
Now that is a glorious nummus fish.
See? Oh, we've got to eat your nummus.
I know. So you get rid of that and I'll get nummus.
Are we going to eat this nummus? We can just keep adding to your nummus recipe.
Yeah, I've got all the makings for more nummus.
We'll let him go.
All right, let him go.
Your lucky day, nummus fish.
Nummusy.
It's a fish a minute here. This is a different fish too. This might be the highlight of the lap so far this evening. Catching fish after fish after fish. Very enjoyable.
All of this, good. Not unattainable, not undoable. You know, to bring your boat like this up is
Yep.
it's a mission. But a mate of ours has recently done it in his little sort of 5 metre poly.
14 footer, yeah.
Yeah.
15 footer. You need time.
Yeah, you need time.
I don't think you
nice
need the net for that.
Queenie, no.
You need time and you need
What else?
just time, really. Well, a bit of money.
Yeah,
You need
probably
bit
a
of
few
money to come
bucks.
and do it. Not much. I mean, we're not spending any money today.
That evening we dined on board the Mighty Crusher, an entree of hummus and a main course of Spanish mackerel fish tacos. Life was good.
All right, morning time on our adventure up here in Cape York, and Duigs, another stunning day, not a cloud in the sky. What's the plan? We're going to just head out and fish.
Look, I think that's kind of the plan. We've got some bait, so we want to try and find some
Reefy stuff.
reefy stuff,
Yep.
which apparently exists somewhere out there. We don't have any marks or anything like that, but got the lures in the water as we just trundle our way out the mouth of the river.
Yeah,
How'd you spend the night?
pretty good.
Clearly didn't get eaten.
No, I don't think they could eat me where I am. Like,
Yep.
it'd be a big effort for a croc to eat me. Maybe a pack of dogs
Yeah.
could cause some damage, but no, pretty good. Pretty good temperature for sleeping. You don't really need your sleeping bag.
No.
You just sort of sleep in your swag. Not that many bites. I don't know if it's this
No.
time of year or
No.
what it is, but there's not that many bites up here, which is making it even more pleasant.
I had the front hatch of the boat open.
Yeah, would have been nice.
Had a lovely little breeze coming through.
Yeah.
My feng shui.
The plan was to troll around out the front until we stumbled across some rubbly, reefy bottom.
And we didn't make it out of the river mouth before getting a bite.
Good work. Well done.
Oh, it's
Queenfish?
queenfish, would you believe? But if we land this queenfish,
Yes.
enormous fish. Or is it too early in the day to take enormous fish?
I like to get my enormous fish about 2, you know,
Okay.
2 or 3.
All right.
But we've got the capacity to keep this enormous fish cold. So
Have
it's
we?
not a-
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Well done us. Congratulations, good job.
Yeah, no, enormous fish.
Enormous fish, beautiful,
Taking it.
glorious enormous
Yep.
fish.
Righto, good.
All right.
Enormous at 4 p.m. this afternoon?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, good.
Yes, fish, yes, fish. Yeah, good fish.
Good fish?
Good fish, yep.
Good, we've found a good spot.
You had to work pretty hard on that. It's not much of a spot,
Tiny.
like the size of a washing machine.
Yeah, but it's a spot. And now, if you look at the sounder there, particularly the down imaging
Yes,
on the
there is
hummingbird,
life on the bottom.
we've found a spot. We've found some fish.
This is, I think, a good fish.
I got a good fish too.
I think this is a good fish. I think this is, I think a mark. Yes, or no, it's a red throat.
They're good
Awesome.
eating.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
it
it's
is, it's good
awesome.
eating.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna net it.
Oh!
What
Get
have
the
you
net over here! Don't get the net! Oh!
Well done.
I'm very excited about that.
Well done.
That's a trout. We've found a good spot.
We found a good
Look
spot.
at you! You got a big finger mark. That's a finger mark, isn't it?
Is it? I think
I
it-
don't know.
I don't know whether it's got red
I
in
don't
its
know.
mouth.
Big emperor.
Big emperor
Big,
type thing.
yeah.
Mate, well done.
Good.
Because we were beginning to feel a little bit despondent. Should have got a mark, should have got something, should have got this and that.
We don't need marks.
Ah,
Look at that! That's
well done.
dinner.
That's outstanding.
The hummingbird just paid for itself. The little bit of patchy bottom was loaded with fish. Big fish,
Big fish.
Oh, he's gone.
little fish,
It's an enormous fish. Little mackie.
colourful fish. Pretty soon we had enough for dinner.
Felt like- Come on. What do we got? What have we got? Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Trevally, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
It's got blue in it.
Is it a tusky?
Oh.
Is it a very, very
Oh,
solid
get in. They're
tusky?
superb eating. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well done, you.
Look at that.
Well done, you.
The Venus tuskfish, Drew.
That's outstanding, guys.
I've caught bigger.
Yes, I know you have. I know you have.
I'm
it's
actually-
an in-joke, isn't it? That?
Well, it's sort of, I'm trying to get it out there. I'm actually the world record holder for the Venus tuskfish.
Yeah.
Massive fish, wasn't it?
Biggest than anyone had ever seen.
Well, it was in fact 2 kilos.
But I
big.
did eat some of that fish,
Yeah.
that world record fish.
Yeah.
And it was superb. So I'm very excited that you caught that because that goes with our coral trout
Yeah.
magnificently well.
Stick around, more hunting and gathering after the break, and later we tally up the numbers for our project boats on a budget. Yamaha Motor Finance is simple, convenient and is tailor-made to suit your lifestyle. Applications can be completed at one of Yamaha's nationwide dealerships or pre-approved online through the YMF website. Now there is even more reason to take advantage of the benefits Yamaha Motor Finance and Insurance can offer you. Are you ready to make your dream a reality? Hook, line and sinker time where we are smashing the fish in Cape York. It's fish on.
We were just saying,
Yeah.
like literally 7 seconds ago,
As the rod went off, no, well, 7 seconds prior to the rod going off, it's a bit quiet. The mackies aren't really on today. And
No.
You know, it's the middle of the day. It's a tough time to fish.
because we thought we might try and catch a mackerel,
Yeah.
trolling back toward the river, up
Yeah.
up that sort of,
Yes, a line of
reefy-
rubbly
yes.
sort of line, a rubber line.
and I thought it'd be a sure thing,
Yeah.
but we've trialled for 25 minutes and not caught anything.
Yeah.
But now we have,
Yes.
and it's a big mackerel.
Yes. So, you know, never
Yeah.
really a dull minute. And just when you think that it's all not going to plan, bang.
No,
It delivers. The Cape delivers.
man, this is a big monster horse mackie. This is as good a fight as I've ever had with a mackerel.
Well, normally with your mackerel, you know, after they do their massive explosive line burning first run,
Yeah.
you can lead them to the boat like a little lamb. But not so much this one.
No, he's going really, really
Read
well.
the script. Oh.
Right, there he is. That's why he's fighting, because he's a horse.
Yeah,
A horse of a mackerel.
he's a good fish.
It had been a big day. Our arms were hurting. Nothing a campfire on the beach and a cool drink couldn't fix.
Next morning, we got up super early and continued our hunting and gathering.
Look, this is exciting. Nick's seen a mud crab. He's a real hunter-gatherer.
Mud crab, mud
How are
crab.
you going to get him? Oh, look at it.
Shh, don't scare it.
Get it with something.
I'm going to get it with something. I'm going to get it with a super trawl.
Look at Nick. This is unbelievable.
Where is it?
It's just out there. Did you get it? Did you get it? We're awesome. We come here and we catch mud crabs like the locals. What are you going to do with it now?
Now, once I've caught it, you need to do something to it.
No.
You need to tie it up.
You need to put your foot on the back of it and tie it up.
Look at that. Look at that.
Maybe you should bring the net with us.
We'll get a
more.
heap of them. It's mud crab rissoles.
Good capture.
Fishing from the beach was a great way to start the day with many queenfish, all eager to take little poppers.
Yep. There'll be a fish. There'll be a fish.
What's this one? What's this one? Queenie, Queenie, Queenie. No surprises there.
And after a while, we decided to get back in the boat and head up the creek.
Yep. Got him. Fish got him. Fish got him. Fish. What is he got him? What is he? Look at that. A beautiful snag. It might be a jack, I think.
Oh, lovely.
It
Well done.
might be a nice mangrove jack, and I'm very pleased about that. Hardy, talk about, you know, indicative and typical structure, but have a look at this fish.
Get your cast in the right spot, Dykes.
Yeah, and you are, you're kind of thinking.
And there you go, river done, river tick. We're
you think?
ticking everything.
Look at that, that's a good jack.
That's a really good jack.
Do we get to keep that?
If you'd like to, I'm going to get a photo of it.
All right.
Hold it up.
All right.
It's like, this is just a little photo diary of your fishing trip up here. On the flat shad, the good old flat shad, it is nice just having xeric lures because you just tie one on and you know it's going to work.
That's good. All right. There is a little bit of an issue on board. This rod,
No, it's fine.
I broke. I backcast into that and broke the end off it.
I think it'll be fine.
All right, well the word is that we have got enough fish, so back he goes.
We'll have another cast of that snag though.
Yeah, I reckon.
So I think I can fix this rod just by going
Yeah,
like that.
I think it's made it better, probably.
Probably.
Probably has improved it.
Yep. Can't worry about things like that when
No, when you're out,
you're remote. I mean, I'm furious.
I know you are. You're hiding it well. Adapt
I'm not
and
sure I'm going to
overcome.
get over it, but
I know. I know. When enough is enough.
Still to come today, project boats on a budget.
Are you concerned then that not only is this Australia's most expensive tri-hunter, but it is in fact the most expensive tri-hunter anywhere in the world?
I'm not concerned. Are you concerned that you're going to have to mortgage your house to pay for a V19R?
And we find valuable things on the beach.
Now, if you're like us and like playing around with boats or being out on the water, Dykes, then the Australian Maritime College could have something for you.
Whether it's a short course to take you to the next step in your career or maybe a degree to take you anywhere around the world, here's a look at what the AMC has to offer.
AMC is situated in northern Tasmania and the college's facilities are second to none. On campus, there's world-class simulators,
Increasing thruster to 30, power thrust to 30.
towing tanks, a cavitation tunnel and a test tank complete with waves and wind.
This is the best remote control fishing vessel anywhere on the planet.
It's not just the students who benefit from this impressive suite of learning tools. Industry from around the world come to the college every year for testing and development.
The college's longer courses and degrees include all aspects of the $4 trillion maritime industry, an industry that can take you anywhere.
The analogy that's been given to me before that Maersk and Google have the same market cap, yet no one on the streets know who Maersk is. So it's such an important industry. It puts the food on our table and ships everything in our house, yet no one talks about it, and it is very much the silent industry.
Then there's the shorter courses for seafaring students. Qualifications such as Coxswains or Master 24. AMC, in fact, offer Australia's largest range of short courses, and the best bit, they are taught on water using the college's own fleet of ships for hands-on learning.
We're getting students from all over the country, from as far away as regional Northern Territory, through Queensland, Western Australia, all coming here to Tasmania to do this training. Some of those have already got jobs and they're going for a promotion or a different role with their employer, or others are hoping to do the qualification and pitch themselves at a potential job opportunity.
To find out more, visit amc.edu.au. It's hook, line and sinker time and our lap of Australia rolls on. We're currently on the western side of the Cape York Peninsula, camping, eating coral trout by a fire and just loving life.
Ooh, a little fishy, Andrew.
Yes, Nick. Just another little fishy.
Yep.
Just having a look in close to the beach because it's kind of the only thing we haven't done. We fished rivers, we fished blue water. We're just dawdling up the beach in the hope of finding something or seeing something.
You've been on the beach.
Yeah.
and you've been quite successful in your.
Well, there's lots
finding-
of junk, lots of buoys, lots of bulbs, lots of bits of rope, bits of net.
Other things that are less junk though, aren't
Look
they?
at that. Yep, they are. What brand are they?
Rocco's.
Yeah, Rocco's.
Rocco's sunglasses.
Yeah, and they have not even got a scratch on them. They're a little bit dirty, but fantastic. I'll take them home.
Well,
I suspect they're designer,
they're very nice.
and I suspect they're very expensive. They've obviously just blown off someone's probably super yacht.
Or
They probably were on their super yacht,
Yeah.
and they just put them down, and it just blew off, and yeah, they've ended up here on me.
yes,
Yeah. Little mackerel.
little mackerel, good numbers fish. Oh,
That was a good fish.
good fish, fish on.
Oh, jeepers.
Fish on. We just saw that bit of rock there, Hardy. We thought, oh, that looks good.
This is a good fish.
What is it? What is it? What
I
is
don't
it?
know, but it took it and really ran back into the rock bar. But we've got him out now. Second cast. It just
Exciting,
had to be.
Exciting.
And you'll
exciting.
notice that the beach collection is heating up. We've got a helmet there that Dave, the cameraman, found. He called it for an astronaut's helmet from 500 metres away.
This is a good fish.
Yeah. Oh. And I got a beautiful shell. So, going
Yeah.
well. What is this thing, eh? This is a great fish, whatever this is. Might be a nice finger mark or something. I sort of
Reckon?
saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
alright.
Oh, come on.
What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, big coddy thing.
Big coddy thing.
Big coddy thing, which really
Oh,
played
that's
up.
a big coddy thing, isn't it?
Really played up on that gear. No wonder it fought.
That is a good big coddy thing.
Righto.
All right,
That's okay.
that's okay. Well done.
There.
Now that is a flat shad, Hardy, that you have pulled out of that coddy thing's mouth.
Yes.
And the point I want to make about those things, that I reckon that that single lure
Yes.
has been going since Victoria. They are unbelievably robust. You know,
They are.
plastics. See a coddy thing.
Yes.
Plastics used to be kind of disposable. You know, you use
Yeah.
them a couple of times, but they are. You know,
Not the smartest marketing ploy from Siri.
no.
You buy one and you
And
have
it sort of lasts forever. The amount of, you know, the amount of times that's been in the water this trip.
Yeah. Come on. Barra.
Barra.
Knew there'd be a barra in there.
Yeah,
Barra.
barra of the trip, that is.
Yep.
Well done.
We'll get a good one here.
Good job, good job.
On the live shrimp. Barra. Killing it.
It was a very enjoyable few days spent exploring Cape York, and to do it on our own, in our own boat, made the experience all the more memorable. Fishing-wise, the western side of the Cape fishes well throughout the dry season with good numbers of tuna and mackerel. The rivers fish best when it's a bit warmer from September onwards. If you do want to do what we just did, then contact Sea Swift Shipping. Their vessel MV Trinity Bay services the tip of Cape York every week and will transport your car, boat or van from Cairns. They also offer a passenger service ex-Cairns. Be sure to book early because spots are limited. For us though, there was still one more adventure. We dropped the bar crusher off at Sea Swift Shipping and decided it was time for a drive.
This isn't the hardest road you'll ever experience, but it is extremely hard on gear.
It is absolutely what you might call a shakedown test.
We were lucky enough to swap over to a new 2018 model D-Max just before we shipped our rig up to the Cape. Now it was time to get to know our new ride.
Make sure your vehicle is well put together because there are corrugations aplenty.
The main new features include a better ride. The 2018 D-Max comes with a new 3-leaf spring pack. They're stronger, more corrosion resistant and just make for a softer time of things. While inside the cab the seats are more comfortable and there's leather cladding everywhere, making things softer to the touch.
There's new hill assist start, very handy on the boat ramps, a larger 8-inch screen with high mount reversing camera, and best of all, trailer sway control. That means if things start to go pear-shaped when towing your boat or van, the car is smart enough to bring everything back under control, braking individual wheels to get things back on track. All in all, she's a great ride. We got to Cairns feeling fresh and ready for the next part of our road trip. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we look at the numbers as we continue to get in deeper and deeper with our project boats on a budget. If you would like to dig a little deeper into the when, where and how, plus all the latest gear to use, look no further than the team at Wilson Fishing.
He's a good fish. Oh, that's not a cooter. Oh, look at him go.
A family-owned Australian fishing company, Wilson, have the online resources to help you catch more fish more often.
Oh, mate, look at this thing. It's gold.
It's unbelievable.
Xeric Zeppelins.
Well done.
Subscribe for your free online magazine, Redefine the Game.
Yes, double booyah! Nice.
Explore countless action-packed YouTube tutorials.
It's 80! That's a beast. That is what fishing is about, is catching things like that in places like this. Absolutely awesome.
And stay up to date via social media for news from all the brands that make Wilson Fishing great.
Welcome back to Hook, Line and Sinker, and time now thanks to the on-water money experts at YMF to talk project boats, Artie.
Nick, everywhere we go around this country now, all I see are potential project boats, but we currently have 2 project boats that we're doing, and the name of the game this year is to do them on a budget.
Over the past 10 years, we've done quite a few project boats, little brim boats, build your own boats, and of course the mighty beast boats. And though they're all quite different, they do have one thing in common. They're all money pits. In each case, we've spent more than the boats were worth at the end. But this time, things are going to be different. This is project boats on a budget, and we've each bought a boat and are doing it up with a careful eye on the dollars.
I don't feel well.
Why?
$5,000?
Look at the trailer. The trailer's
You
worth...
lost your mind?
My boat is coming along nicely. It's a Haynes Hunter Tri-Hunter, which began life as a weird bow rider type thing. With the help of my mentor, Michael, I'm turning it into an estuary fishing weapon. Rod lockers, casting decks, side console, Minn Kota electric, all topped off with the Yamaha 115 SHO. It will be epic. Fair to say, there's still a bit to do.
Mine's a bit further advanced. It's an early model Haynes Hunter V19. It's had a full Thermalite rebuild at Gippsland Composites. Foam-filled hull, deck raised, transom redesigned and all set to take a new lightweight Yamaha F200. This will be a thoroughly modern offshore machine.
Even with that help, the reality is I'm not even close. Are you?
No, look, it's turning out to be a bigger job than we probably envisaged.
Yes.
And these are reasonably simple project boats. You've got to bring a whole lot of stuff together. For example, the next thing on my list is to go and visit the stainless steel man.
Oh, terrific. Good for the budget. Stainless steel.
When you talk stainless in the southern states, the name to look for is GM Marine Stainless, conveniently just down the road from Gippsland Composites and owned by Barry Kerr. They do a heap of stuff for various boat manufacturers as well as private jobs. Of particular interest was a job they had on the go, a V19 Haynes, just like mine.
And Victoria's king of bright work is this gentleman here, Barry Kerr, GM Marine Stainless. Barry, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Nick.
Mate, we've come to see you. My boat's not quite ready, but this is interesting to me because this is a V19.
Yep.
And you've just built that for it.
Yep. Done all the stainless on this boat.
Do you reckon you could you replicate this? Could you build another one?
Not a problem. No worries at all.
It's kind of what you do here, mate, isn't it?
It is what we do. It is what we do.
And Barry, some of the things I like about this is the fact, first of all, that it all folds back.
Yeah, all folds down.
And also the bimini, you know, is kind of removable, I guess.
Yeah, you can remove it if you don't want it there. And it all folds down to that high off the floor.
Now, mate, on my boat, you'll know this is fiberglass. Mine's much more upmarket than that. It's a teak windscreen. I would, however, like to include something like that. You know, this, what do they call them, Jesus bar or something?
Jesus bar, yeah. It'll strengthen it all up as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it makes it pretty strong when you put one of them on, and they're not grabbing hold of your windscreen and ripping
Yes.
it, trying to rip it off.
Righto, well
So
that's certainly something we'll look at.
Yep.
The Targa arch, the rocket launcher all folds back. Yes,
Yep.
I would like that, so you can get it in the garage.
The stainless shopping list will certainly include one of Barry's rocket launchers, a custom bait station, windscreen grab rail, and possibly, depending on how the budget's holding up, a barrel rail as well. These are exciting times.
Now, I'm not questioning how good your boat's going to be, but all of this work, all of this stuff that you're bolting onto it, it all costs money. Where are you at?
It's a really good question, Drew, and I have given it some thought. My boat is going to be very, very valuable when I'm finished. Very valuable. So with that in mind, I have spent a few dollars to this point.
So let's talk money. I paid Craig from Craigieburn $4,500 for the hull and trailer. Good value. The rebuild is a bit more. That's likely to come in at around $25,000 when it's all said and done.
That's a lot.
Yep, but remember, this is a full restoration. New gel coat, the works. Stainless will set me back around $4,000, which means I will have essentially a brand new 6-metre deep V unbreakable offshore weapon for the sum of $33,500. That is budget boating.
You've blown it massively and you're going to have to spend that much again. It's ridiculous. I, on the other hand, have taken this seriously. The Tri-Hunter was free, but I did pay $5,000 for the trailer. My mentor Michael doesn't like to talk money, but he tells me a full plywood rebuild like this with deck modifications will set you back $10,000, which brings my total to $15,000 for a 5-metre estuary boat. That is unbelievable value. Still have a couple of items I will need, like an engine, a couple of sounders, a Ming Coda electric, a few more things.
All those talk of numbers have made me want to sit down for a second, but I cannot wait for the day that the Tri-Hunter is wide open throttle, Yamaha power on the back, and she is powering along as designed.
Are you not
Like a
concerned
rocket.
at some point that it might flip with that amount of power?
No.
Are you concerned then that not only is this Australia's most expensive Tri-Hunter, but it is in fact the most expensive Tri-Hunter anywhere in the world?
I'm not concerned. Are you concerned that you're going to have to mortgage your house to pay for a V19R?
All these questions will be answered when next time we see you on Hook, Line and Sinker.